said a bard's life can often be a hard life, or hill in jail to rove and always move from town to town. And some folk have inquired if ever we grow tired of ranging all around the world and never settling down.
But one should be a little wary of remaining stationary, 'cause comfortable is lovely, but it's not the way we grow. When life starts to unravel, pick up your pack and travel. You'll find a strange serenity in places you don't know. Wriggle-dee-dum-dee-doo-da-terry-o-dee. There's so much to see beyond the open door. It's outward bound we go. Who knows what we'll find that we've never found before. Adventures waiting further down the road. It's waiting for you further down the road. You've got no map for showing which direction you are going.
But why start on a journey if you know where it will end?
And once you recognize,
to anticipate surprise, you'll relish every twist and turn that lies around the bend. Wriggle-dee-dum-dee-doo-da-terry-o-dee-da-dee-da-dee. There's so much to see beyond the open door. It's outward bound we go. Who knows what we'll find that we've never found before. Adventures waiting further down the road. It's waiting for you further down the road. Lie-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie. Lie-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie. Lie-da-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie. La-da-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie. La-da-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie. The world has got its demons. There are many reasons why you'd find it harder to be brave than be afraid. But every life could use some danger. Every friend was once a stranger. Ships are safe in harbor, but that's not why ships are made.
Wriggle-dee-dum-dee-doo-da-terry-o-dee. Dee-dee, a fwit-dee-dee-dee-dee. There's so much to see beyond the open door. It's outward bound we go. Who knows what we'll find that we've never found before. Adventures waiting further down the road. It's waiting for you further down the road. Lie-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie. Lie-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie. Lie-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Adventures waiting further down the road. Let's go! Lie-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie. Lie-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie. Lie-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie. La-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. La-da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
Hey everybody, I love that song. I need my own theme song. I'm gonna have to look into that. Welcome to Nat 21 Adventures. I am not Paulo Garbanzo. I am Robert Turk, your host for tonight. We are playing a game that is not yet released that I created called Vale of the Failed and the Fallen. In this game, our characters got sucked into a magical world when they were little kids. Right? The wonderful adventure that everybody wishes for, all those fantasy books, Never-Ending Story, Chronicles of Narnia, Stephen King's It. You know, as kids, you are facing down this big bad, this horrible, world-destroying evil, and you win, and everything's great. Only our kids, they didn't win, and everything wasn't so great. They got kicked out of the realm. One of their friends that was with them, Scout, their heart, didn't make it. And for 20 years, they weren't sure. Was it a dream? Did that really happen? Probably some of them went to therapy, and that's okay. Therapy is a good thing. Everybody should go. And now they're back. That's where our game starts. Because this is Nat 21 Adventures, we, as I promised, have enabled some player interaction from the chat. One of the things is in this game, there's no prep to it. There's no planning. Unlike Dungeons & Dragons, you don't have to create a big, long adventure. The choices the players make and things they decide to do are going to create the adventure for you. But as a dungeon master, a game master in this, there's very little planning you can do for that. So a lot of the game is asking players, well, what do you think that should look like? And how do you feel about that? It's a conversation. It's a back and forth. So when these moments happen, we will be turning to the chat to see what the chat thinks should happen and trying to pull in some of those ideas. We won't be able to pull in all of those ideas, but we will be able to pull in some of those ideas, especially when the players are stumped. I won't let them sit there and hem and haw for too long. I'll say, pull something from the chat. And there you go. So you are going to have a input on shaping this game. The other thing is you can spend those fancy, what are they called? Sanity points in this? Sanity points. You can spend some sanity points. There are 3 options that you have to spend sanity points in this game. Twitch points. I know, but they're labeled as sanity points. You can, for this game, where'd they go? You can give any one of our players bad luck, right? That costs 1,000 points. And that means that they are going to have to re-roll their best dice and take the new result. Okay. You can give any player good luck. That's going to allow them to re-roll a die of their choice. So it could be their worst. It could be their best. Saintly points. Okay. Not sanity points. Totally different game. Thank you, Mab. And you could also, so those are one-time things. Whoever does it first on any given roll, that's the one that hits. So somebody gives bad luck and somebody gives good luck. If the bad luck lands first, that's the one that goes. They don't cancel each other out. You can also give the players happy thoughts. This is repeatable. In this game, we use a stress mechanic, not a hit point mechanic. And the players are going to need stress for all sorts of things. So they're going to build up stress as the game goes on, and you can give them a happy thought, which removes one of those stress and is going to have the player then narrate, oh, what's the happy thought that comes into their character's head? Let's meet our characters and our players. It could be sanity points. They're saintly points. So let's pull people in. I have no controls, so we will start with whoever pops on the screen. Hey, it's Mab. So, Mab, if you will introduce yourself and your character and let us know the playbook that you are playing.
Hi, I am Mab, just Mab. My character's name is Lala Lela. I chose the Shadow playbook. A little bit about her. She's a steadfast sidekick. But she's also an anarchist and a hacker. So she is definitely thanks, Carrie. You're my heart. So yeah, that's who La 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 is. She's a little bit of an anarchist. There may be profanity tonight.
That's okay. I see. That's how we do it. All right.
We'll see.
This is not a game for kids. So just throwing it out there. It's not a game for kids. You were kids in this game. You're not kids anymore. Not a game for kids. All right. Throw somebody else up on the screen. Hey, hello. It's Louie.
I'm Louie. And I'm Louie of Level Up with Louie and LittleEmpire.com websites. We all know them and love them. Tonight, I am hanging out with the wonderful people in Nat 21 and Robert Turk, and I am playing Kyle Becker, mattress salesman, and I'm a watcher, looking out for my friends. Kind of took that on because things went bad before when I wasn't looking out the right way, and we lost our little buddy Scout. So that's who I am, Kyle Becker, and I'm going in as an athlete. Lacrosse, baby, Maryland, Wildcats.
All right. Who's next? We have Autumn.
Hi. All right. Yeah. So tonight I will be playing Angela Barnaby. And I have chosen, we're all holding up our fun little papers here. I've chosen Mask. So this is going to be super fun. A little bit about Angelica. She is a spoiled brat. And she's an Instagram influencer and model and better than all of you. So, yeah.
And we have one more player, I hope. Unless he ran away on us. It's
Up to
Cubby.
me. I'm Cubby from, I don't even know anymore. Something, I'm sure. And I'm playing Andy. He goes by Andrew now. He's a ex-football player, exterminator, and he's kind of wondering what's with all the questions. I'm not saying he's suspicious. He just wants to know what's up with all the questions.
Yeah.
Getting to know you.
Yeah. There is one more character that is not played by anyone on the screen, and that is the Fallen Companion. Their name was Scout. And yep, here you go. Wow. Boom. There's a picture. They were the heart, and they decided in your final battle last time that love would win the day, and it didn't. It did not. Absolutely did not win the day. And so the horrible, evil vassal of darkness that the chat named Noctis the Nightbringer, who wields a staff whip of bone and obsidian shards, was trying to bring eternal night to the magical realm of Eidolon with these automatons that are mostly machine, but like have living pieces embedded in them that like control them. And you all faced them down in the Witchwood and lost. So had a wonderful, great adventure the first time through, and it ended on a very bad note. You were kicked out of Eidolon. You ran for your lives, kicked out. 20 years have passed. Okay. Everything is about to change for you again. But your characters don't know that yet. So I would like to go around the table, or the stream as it were, the window here, and have everyone describe what their character is doing in their character's real life. 20 years later, so as an adult, in this moment, any time of day you want, any point in the world you want, what is your character doing? We'll start with Angelica. And thank you, Victorian London Fog. I love Garth Nix, one of my favorite authors.
So just like a random afternoon today, what I'm up to is...
Yeah, just random afternoon today. Yep.
Currently working on getting back to a couple of brand deals. I'm like messaging them back and forth, like just clicking through my inbox while drinking a green smoothie and wishing I was anywhere else but here, responding to my inbox full of brand deals.
All right. What is Andy doing, Cubby?
Working.
Yeah.
The way the company usually works is there's a sales crew who goes smooth thing over with something, then somebody shows up, does the actual job. That works out pretty well. People don't like seeing me ever since all the rumors got started when that kid disappeared.
All right. And Mab, what is Lala Layla doing?
Well, if it's like around noonish, maybe 1, she's just getting up. She's probably hoofing to some of her the back doors of some businesses in the area to get the free versions of food and beverage that are often found in the handy dandy convenient box that is left out back with a lid that is sometimes locked.
Well,
They call them trash cans, but really, honestly, they're just a place for food waste that they want to see recycled.
There you go. Yeah, dumpster diving. I love it. And Louis, what is Kyle doing on this normal afternoon?
Normal afternoon, Kyle is trying to make a sale. Like, this would be his second one all day, and he needs to make at least 10 a day normally for things to go right. He is way off. I mean, 10 a day is to be top. My record normally is like 4, so doing all right. But this couple will just not give in and choose which bed. They've been here for 2 hours. They've slept in every bed except for the one we have in the back. Annoying.
Yes, absolutely. All right, so there's been a strange feeling of wrongness all day long. Something's off. Kyle's just not landing the sales, right? You're not finding anything great in the receptacles by the back door. You've been dropped on multiple brands with absolutely no explanation, right? And Andy, you're having to, for some reason, field customer complaints all day. And maybe you burned your breakfast. You know, maybe you woke up late because your alarm didn't go off. Maybe you look down and realize you're wearing 2 different socks, or only 1 sock, and you meant to put 2 on. It's just one of those days that kind of sucks, no matter what you do. And then it gets worse. Without warning, you are struck with a killer pounding headache, and the world around you begins to blur and spin. You have that horrible sensation of falling as you are sucked into a whirling, tumbling, screaming, torturous tunnel of flames and shadow. Yeah, not maybe that's yeah, more. There you go. After what feels like an eternity, you crash into a cold stone floor. As your eyes adjust to the darkness, you realize you are in a cell. Through the bars, you can see priests of the vassal pawing through your belongings, separating out your things and tossing them into a strong box. You have to get out of here, but how are you going to do that? So, as I was explaining to our players before we began, but I should explain to the audience as well, this is a Powered by the Apocalypse game, which means it is a conversation. Most of the game is going to move forward with narration. I'm going to ask, what do you do next? And the players are going to tell me. And we're not going to make a move and roll the dice until there comes a point where the narration dictates that we should do that, right? When you are trying to... there's only 5 basic moves in this version of the game. When you're trying to change something about the situation, when you're trying to keep something the same that's trying to change, when you're looking for more information, when you're trying to hide something, or when you're trying to provide assistance to your companions. All right, so what do you want to do? You're in a cell. You're in 5 separate cells, like looking out. You can tell a couple of things. You can tell you're underground. You can tell it's dark. And you're in a dungeon kind of cell. And you can see whether you've kept up with each other as adults or not. That's up to you. But you can see, like, if you meet a elementary school classmate, middle school classmate 20 years later, there might be that, I think I know this person. Why in the hell do I know this person? There might be some of that. So, yeah, it's on you. What are you doing?
Can I say something?
Absolutely. You should say something.
Hey, you forker, get out of my forker! That's mine! I'm yelling at the guy that's going through my stuff.
Layla? I could just tell. I can hear the voice.
She was prolific in profanity even as a child.
Yeah, it was exactly. The first kid I knew who said the F word.
Fucking hell. Bark! 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 Oh. What? What?
Andy's gonna go to the corner of his cell and vomit after that trip and the 6 beers he had for lunch.
Yeah.
And did
All
he
right.
say? Did he say a big like a hangover? Yeah, great.
All right. Yeah, you don't need to roll for that.
Is the guy still going through my
Alright.
stuff?
Yeah, so these figures in these dark robes, they are totally ignoring you all. They are not responding to your screaming and ranting or vomiting at all.
Is there anything in my cell I can throw at him?
Yeah. What do you think is on the floor of your cell that you want
Like
to
a
throw?
rock or even a pebble.
Yeah.
Or like an empty bowl or a dish or something. Just want to
Yeah.
throw something at him.
You want to throw something to get their attention, or you want to throw something to try and hurt them?
B, but mostly so that he leaves my stuff alone.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. All right.
That we are going to have you make a move there. There's absolutely something in your cell you can throw. You get to tell me what it is. I'm going to say there's probably not a bench in anyone's cell. Like, there was no thought given to comfort. This is not a modern prison cell.
Chamber pot.
Yeah, in any sense. Well, yeah, you could throw Andy's vomit. I don't know that.
He's in his own cell.
Before you do that, I want to get Angelica's reaction too.
Yeah, so first of all, I hear some yelling and I'm slowly realizing what's going on. But my first thought is I have just chipped my $65 blueberry manicure that I just got. And also, like, this is unacceptable. And while Layla is probably thinking the same thing, like, oh my gosh, I need to throw something to get their attention, I'm already doing the wasp woman snap. Excuse me. Excuse me.
Yes.
Excuse me.
Yes. All right. Layla, you are going to make the first move of the game. This sounds like a
Here we go.
charge. You're trying to force them to pay attention to you and possibly hurt them in the moment. In this game, you will always roll 2 dice, okay? Unless you have an ability or a detriment that causes a tether or a bane that allows you to roll 3 dice. So pick up 2 dice for me. We're going to walk through it step by step so everybody that's watching knows how this goes. What is your aptitude and what is your vocation from your character sheet?
Sidekick, anarchist.
So I think you get a +1 from anarchist there. Throwing rocks seems like something an anarchist would do. And in fact, we could take it up a notch and say you're actually throwing a brick if you want to go with that.
I will throw whatever would
like a
hit
brick
him.
from the cell wall. Like
If I can get a brick, I will throw a brick.
All right.
In Martha's name.
Yeah. I don't think you have an ability at this point that gives you a +1 to what you're doing. That would be on the right-hand side of your sheet. It would be whatever gift you had bubbled in.
On the right-hand side, yes. No, shaded steps is my bubble.
On the right hand side.
Yeah, no. Probably does not give you a +1 when you're throwing rocks at something. Okay. What are your banes?
My banes are when going my own way, and baggage. Suspicious when I have to trust.
I don't think either one of those apply, so I'm not going to spend a threat to trigger it. However, I did forget to set up the hope and threat at the beginning of the game, so let's do this now. You always start with 1 hope. All right. I always start with half of the darkness rating rounded down. Your darkness rating is 5 right now. because of all the bad things that happened when you were rolling how bad the world is. So cut in half and rounded down. That's a 2. However, the forces of darkness do have a stronghold on the map, so that gives me a +1. So I have 3 threat to spend on bad things for you. You have 1 hope to spend as a group, but you will have ways to put more in there. And the last thing to check is, do you have a tether that would apply here, ma'am?
Defending injured, bonded with Andy over troublemaking, and then a burned tether when engaging in my favorite topic. That's from Scout.
So I don't think
No.
any of that applies. So you're going to roll 2 dice.
I thought
and
you said 3
Nope.
for
You're
the
going to roll
anarchists.
Nope. You roll 2 dice, and you add a +1 to your final score.
Ah, gotcha. Okay. Here we go. Woohoo! So I rolled 2 4s.
All right.
So that's 8 plus 1 is 9.
+1 is 9. So in this game, you may always mark a point of stress to re-roll a die if you want. All right. You can stress yourself out to re-roll 1 die. Odds are, with 2 4s, it doesn't make sense to re-roll a die at this point.
Right.
Yes, Louis.
When you re-roll a die, do you have to use that one, or can you use the highest?
Nope. You got to use the new result.
All right, thank you.
Got to use the new result. Okay, so you got a 9 total. I want you to look. So that's a success. It's in this game, it's called a hit. And I want you to look at your cheat sheet under lead the charge. State how you're trying to change the situation. You did that. You're throwing a rock to get their attention and maybe hurt them. Roll the dice, add them together, and add your modifiers. An 8 plus 1. So you're going to get to pick 1 effect from the list on the 7 to 9 options.
Oh.
But you also have a consequence. So you'll have to take a consequence as well. The probably the best one to take here, just to kind of lead you through it, is make a statement about how the situation changes and add a hope to the table. So that's going to give you all hope to use going forward.
Ooh.
I don't understand. What do you mean by make one statement?
You get to tell me what happens.
Oh, I chuck a brick at him and it hits him and he stops and he looks at us and he should probably come closer to like say something to us.
Absolutely. All right. So you all get a hope on the table. Let's see. Boom. That number changed. However, you also have to pick one of the following consequences.
Okay.
Mark stress, take harm. You do not want to take harm. I'm just
Nope.
taking harm is super bad. All right. Give me a threat. I could use another threat. I can put those to good use for you. Or ask for a trade-off. And the way ask for a trade-off works is you simply ask, what would the trade-off in this situation be? What would the narrative consequence be? And I tell you what it could be, and you decide whether you're going to take that or not. If you do not take it, you have to take one of the other consequences.
Okie dokie. Let's do that.
So I'm going to say the narrative consequence here is you threw a brick and hit him, right? And got his attention, and he turned. He is going to take a bucket of slop and throw it on you.
Do I get a chance to dodge it?
I mean, it's going to be.
It's a narrative twist.
Yeah. But he's got to be close
sorry.
to the bars. He's going to be right there for you to do what you want.
Grab. I don't want to monopolize the moves, but yeah, I absolutely do want to grab him and smash his head against the
All right. So are you going to get
but
covered
you
in
made a
slop?
move so we could see. We saw a move get made. That was a good process.
Oh, happy thought.
I'm smiling like I'm laying down almost on a pretend bed right now. Like
Right.
when I'm stressed, I just lay down on my favorite mattress in my mind.
All right. So
And I'm a
because
little
the happy,
just like, this can't be real. This can't be real. Keeping a smile on my face right now a little bit, but paying attention to what's going on.
yeah.
I have a question.
Yes.
Somebody gave me a happy thought, so could I take the mark stress and use the happy thought to cancel that out?
Yep. To just cancel it right out. Go for that.
Let's do that.
And that could be you see the slop coming and you step right out of the way and none of it hits you.
Nice.
All right. Yeah. So this thing clanks. It doesn't move smoothly, right? It sort of shudders and clanks over to you, picks up a bucket of slop and says, "Quiet in there," and hurls it at your cell. But you see it coming and you just step out of the way and it splatters across the bar and all over your cell. All right. Someone besides Mab, what do you do next?
So Andy tries to see if he can feel his weapon. Since I took the ghost blade aspect, I am able to summon it usually.
You can totally summon your artifact. Nobody else has their artifact on them, but since you took that ability, you can summon it now that you're back in the realm. Yeah, you don't have to make a move. That's just that's use those abilities to your advantage. Yeah.
Tell me again the Ghost Blade. Do you have that there to read it?
Ghost blade. Summon your weapon each time you need it. It cannot be parried or blocked, and it strikes to the soul of living things. You can also strike intangible opponents, which seems pretty crucial with shadow creatures.
What a nice choice.
I summon my Warhammer, and I'm holding it in my hand in the shadows for when Layla makes her move against the guard.
All right. I can't see. It looks like something was given to Andy, and I'm not sure what was given to Andy.
So there was a bad luck
Toss to Andy.
from BLC Blondie.
All right.
What?
Classic
And just as an
DLC
FYI,
Blondie.
since I hopped over to Twitch, it's letting me know that there is an ad break happening for people who are not subscribed.
Oh.
Just thought that would be an interesting FYI, and it's for about a minute.
All
That's
right.
an information.
I don't know
All right.
how to do that, but we can definitely talk about it.
Yeah. So does the ad break just happen naturally? Twitch just does it?
Yeah, it wouldn't let me skip it.
Oh.
Sometimes it lets you skip it.
All right. Okay.
But that's okay. It's not very long. It's like 40 seconds left.
All right.
So,
Yeah,
You've
you guys
got
have
your-
seen this one. I mean, I know it's a classic, but I mean that's a good
Have you seen this
15-second burn right there.
Yeah.
My mom's watching, dude. What? Oh, what a
Oh my goodness.
No.
All right.
These are all
Bad luck on Andy's next roll. I got it. All right. So, Cubby has his weapon there. Andy has his weapon there, like hidden. People don't see that it's there. Lala Leia is ready to reach through the bars and grab this thing. Kyle or Angelica, what are you all doing in this moment?
Angelica, please.
And you don't have to do anything. You can wait and see how this all plays out.
I mean, I'm very busy trying to. I was trying to get their attention, but Lala took care of that, and now I am just sort of looking around, like, okay, so there's slop all over there. There's vomit over there. What's over the? Oh, it's Kyle. Weird. It's Kyle. Wow, he looks different. Okay, I'm just observing.
Okay.
Interesting.
Since you are actively observing, I want you to make a move for me here.
Sure.
Seek the truth move. So to see if you can uncover anything else about the situation. All right.
Okay.
So you're gonna get 2 dice. What is your aptitude and vocation?
So aptitude is spoiled brat, and vocation is influencer.
I don't know that either of those things apply here. As always, any of the players can make an argument on why they do. But
Wait,
I mean,
What are you trying to do again, Autumn? I'm sorry, I missed it.
It's okay. I'm just looking around, sort of observing everything in my cell and everything in you guys' cells that I can see.
Influencer would thing. There's usually the ability to quickly gauge, like, usually it would be applied for looking at brands that somebody is wearing upon meeting them.
Oh, I'll give it to you. I'll since Andy B asked for you, I'll give you the Instagram.
Thank you. Sure.
Yeah. So,
Roll
yes.
twice.
What are your Banes and your Burn Tether?
Okay, so the Banes are when you sacrifice for someone else,
Nope.
and then when you need to show or feel empathy for others.
Nope. And then you have one Burn Tether. What's the Burn Tether?
When being the smallest helps you sneak or hide. I think was the one I. Is that not right?
No, that is correct. If you burned that one. Nobody's really paying attention to you, so you don't really need to hide from anything. So I don't have anything I can trigger here. Now check and see, do you have a tether that applies here that you could use?
I do. I have a tether when attempting to get something kept from you.
Oh,
Perhaps.
yeah, you can totally use that. Now, the way you use that is you have to use a hope from the pool. So it will go down to 1, but you will get to roll 3 dice and take the best 2. So that's what a tether does for you. Do you want to do that?
Yeah, why not?
All right.
Yeah, let's go.
Hope goes down and roll 3 dice and let's see what you got.
Okay.
I mean, I could have rolled better to have stolen the hope away. But my 2 best were a 5 and a 3.
And it looks like you've been given good luck.
Hey!
So you get to re-roll one of those for free. Now, normally you can re-roll any of your dice by marking stress, but you're getting to re-roll one for free.
Awesome. All right.
If you have something lower than a 3, re-roll that one.
Yeah, I do, but I rolled a 3.
All right. Let's make good luck a little bit better. I'll give you 2 re-rolls on good luck since people are spending their points on that. Since people are spending their points on that.
Yeah, points.
I rolled another 5, so now I have 2 5s.
Okay, so now you have an 11. All right, which is a strong hit. It's a full-on success. There's no consequence to a full-on success. So on that list under Seek the Truth, you're going to get to ask 3 questions.
Oh.
Nice.
Okay.
So you're by observing the scene, you are learning more than you thought you were going for here. All right.
Okay, awesome. Okay. Well, obviously, what is the most direct way out of this situation would be my first question.
Okay. There are, well, one, you have got to get out of these cells, right? There's no windows on the cells. So you got to get these doors open, right? There is a staircase leading up. It's not lit. That's why nobody's really noticed it at this point. There's a staircase leading up, right? And there's some noise of a gathering or something happening up there. There is also a grate in the floor, kind of in the center of the room, like they could mop these cells out when they get really nasty, muck them out, and it would all just go into this grate in the center of the room.
Okay. Cool. What is something here to use to my advantage?
Something you can use. Well, there's a big pile of stuff in the middle of the floor, and it's not all your stuff. But I'm going to say that you notice in this pile, absolutely you notice your artifacts. And that the servants have not uncovered them yet.
Okay. And
Clank, clank, clank.
all right. Final question. What am I missing here? What is not obvious?
What is not obvious, or maybe it was to the players, maybe not to the characters. These are mechanical people. You see the glint of metal under their hoods, and not like in a Dr. Doom mask way. You see the gears of their jaws. Like, these are the mechanical things you faced 20 years ago, but they seem to have gotten better. They seem to have gotten more person-like. So, yeah. Now, anyone can act on one of those questions and answers to gain a +1 when they make their move, right? So if you said, oh, I now know these things are those mechanical monstrosities, I want to zap them with electricity, or they're unstable normally, so I want to knock them over. You could take a +1 from Autumn's Seek the Truth there. Once you use it, you don't get that anymore, but everybody gets to do it once. All right. And that brings us back around to Kyle. Kyle, you do anything in anything?
Yeah, Kyle's taking this in, having relaxed, having breathed like he was taught to reduce his stress levels in the company work group. He wants to do a simple test after getting up and keeping an eye on things. I don't think I want to play off one of those 4. Unless you guys think I can. I'm going to try to pick the lock or see if my keys are within grabbing reach. I usually have like a key ring with a bunch of keys for the store and the bathroom and the warehouse and the company vehicle.
And you think one of your keys to those things will work for the dungeon cell?
Well, I just know keys work on cells. So I want to get my keys. They feel comfortable to me. Just an easy, comfortable thing. And then when I start to realize these are the mechanical beats, I'll be like, Angelica, Andy, Layla. I just knew it was one day this horrible thing would happen again.
Yes. So actually, this is a lead the charge. I know you said simple test. A simple test would be, do I have these keys? Is this door unlocked? Or can I climb this rope? Normally things you wouldn't test for, but there would be a reason to test for them in that situation.
Okay.
This is a lead the charge because you're wanting to change your situation.
I do want to change my situation.
You want to open the door.
With finding something on the ground, see how...
Yeah.
Don't know how complicated these locks are or anything.
Well, let's find out. Give us a roll. So you're going to pick up 2 dice.
Yeah.
We're knocking through a lot of mechanics here at the beginning so people get comfortable with them and can see how they work. Okay, so
I think that's great, and then the story will start to roll out of some of these choices.
And then the story will start to roll out. Yep. I wanted to give you each a chance to roll some dice right at the beginning.
Perfect.
So everybody can see it. All right. What is your aptitude and your vocation?
Athlete and mattress salesman.
I don't know that
I can break or push or use strength or a bar like a lacrosse bar to pop it open possibly.
All right. If you're going that route, instead of trying to pick the lock, if you're just going to try and manhandle it open, then I'll give you the point for athlete.
I just don't know if my keys are in the pile of that stuff. That I think that would be a whole nother thing. Finding a stick long enough to grab the keys, and then I realized, wait a minute, I can use this stick to just bust this door, maybe.
Absolutely. Absolutely. All right. What are your banes?
My banes are safety when bad things are happening. And then careless when trying to be extra attentive.
I don't know that either one of those really applies.
Okay.
And what is your burn tether?
Is lacrosse. So maybe me handling a stick isn't the best idea right now.
Yeah, I'm using that. If you burned lacrosse, I'm absolutely doing that.
Say that.
Because you just talked about being the athlete and using the sticks and all this. Okay, you're going to roll 3 dice and you're going to take the worst 2, Louie.
This is... Well, I'm going to use the dice that aren't as fun for me. So I'll use those ones.
So that's how banes work, people.
It's how it goes.
But notice
there is a heavy PTSD settling in.
Yeah, heavy PTSD.
Like, this is not a safe, comfy place. And he's actually been sleeping at that mattress store, but don't tell the boss.
All right.
That is a brilliant idea. Why didn't I think of it?
Yeah, I knew you'd love it.
A 5. A total of 5. Plus 1 for athlete.
That's 6.
Yep. That's going to be
And
a
if
failure. That's going to be a
Okay,
miss.
we needed to see this.
We needed to see this. You are allowed to spend a point of stress, mark a point of stress to reroll one of those dice if you want. I will say that stress is not easy to get rid of when you don't have a heart in the group. And your heart was Scout, and Scout died.
Well, I'm going to use a little stress, and I'm going to realize that this is not a situation I want to be in again with my friends of the past or the people I knew, and these mechanical things that look gross now, because that might be somebody's real arm under that armor arm.
Oh, that's absolutely someone's real arm.
That's
right.
horribly gross and not at all what makes me feel safe.
All right, so you're marking a point of stress. You get to re-roll one of those die. Remember, you're still going to take the lowest 2, though.
Oh, I'm taking the lowest 2?
Yeah.
Okay, that one's a 4. So, look, I didn't take the 1 from before. It was only a 3. 3. But my re-roll was a 4.
Okay.
So that's a 7 now. Do I still have to? Okay, no, that's a 5, 6. No, give me that hurting.
All right. Okay. So you re-rolled. You burned the stress, but you still didn't move the needle. So
Yeah,
you don't change the situation, Louis. You do not. Kyle grabbing at these, thought it was a stick. It was actually an arm bone, right? Right. And it's like greasy. It's got bits of not living flesh, obviously, but bits of things on it. And trying to jimmy the door open with it, and it cracks, and it's not working. You do get to mark reflection on your character sheet.
Right. And eventually that reflection, with multiple reflections, I will build up something to talk about maybe around campfires, and then learn to get rid of some other deeper pains.
Correct. And I have to make a move.
Oh, that's so gross.
I see you are going down in some sort of order too. Move resolution. If things are happening now.
Yeah, I am. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna spend another point of Kyle got a happy thought, which is good because Kyle, you're gonna need that happy thought here in a minute.
Honestly, I was thinking the same thing.
I'm gonna spend a point of threat to inflict a harm. When this bone shatters, it actually slices you open. All right.
Ow!
Now you can resist that. You can mark a point of stress and say, okay, that happens, but I don't actually get hurt from it. All right.
You know what?
Right. Who needs heart when you have Twitch head? Yeah.
How stress, when you say it's hard to heal stress and it's stress heavy.
Yeah.
And it's hard, like, every stress mark on my character sheet makes what happen?
It does not make anything happen. Its stress builds up, and once you are fully stressed out, you can't use stress to do anything anymore. So you won't be able to reroll dice. You may not be able to trigger your special move.
I see.
But it doesn't like knock you unconscious. Now, harm implies penalties. You do not want to take harm. That is, you are actually getting hurt. So in this case,
I'll take this stress to just make it a scratch, and kind of knowing how lacrosse sticks break, some of my primal instinct kicks in. And just at the last second, I know how to dodge a broken stick.
Yeah, exactly. You know how to dodge a broken
little
stick.
bit.
Yeah. All right.
Moly, this is real. Snaps a little sense into me.
There you go. All right, and we're back around to Layla. Layla, this clanker has moved towards the door, throwing the thing. You know that Kyle just tried to jimmy open a door, and it did not work. What are you doing?
What? Jeez. Huh? Oh, forking shirt. Can I grab the guy?
Yep, through the bars.
Yeah, I'd like to do that. And
All right.
smash his face against the bars.
Okay. This is
Bang.
absolutely lead the charge. All right. So you're gonna pick up 2 dice.
Boop.
Do anarchists routinely smash people into buildings?
Headbutts.
Yeah, absolutely. So you're gonna get a +1 to your final score.
Nice.
I don't think any of your banes applied.
Nope.
And even if they did, I'm not spending my last point of threat on this. So, and so it's up to you whether or not you have a tether that applies.
No.
No. All right. So you're going to roll 2 dice. You're going to take and add +1 total to that score.
That's 9.
That's a 9 to smash his face into the door. All right. So you get to pick 1 effect but 1 consequence.
So if I said 1 harm to the target,
Yep.
or can I take something tangible like keys from the target?
Oh yes. Yeah. You could smash him and he drops his keys and you grab
That's
him.
actually even more like an anarchist thing, like a pickpocket hacker
Yeah.
kind of deal.
Absolutely.
I'm gonna do that
Yep.
and then take his keys, and then I will I'll probably take the stress, but if you want to tell me what the trade-off is.
I think the trade-off in this case would be the noise draws more of them from upstairs.
I'll take the stress.
Okay.
Oh,
Here we are, just stressing it up.
Well, it
Well-
occurs to me that stress is very much like willpower from World of Darkness, where you used to
Okay.
use willpower to kind of make things happen.
I think you should have taken the consequence.
You want more clankers to have to fight.
I'm just saying I know what I'm gonna do. So
Yeah, you do. You're the only one holding any sort of weapon right now, Andy.
y'all don't know that yet.
I don't know that yet.
Yeah,
No.
stop narking, Kyle.
All right.
Whatever. I just know you love that hammer when we're here.
All right.
Whatever.
So it's not necessarily a move. Layla has keys. You got 1 clanker in these robes that got smashed into the bars and is sort of and we'll even say falls backwards. All right. And not really like a person would stumble backwards and land on their butt. It's more like stumbles backwards and then whoa, straight over from the heels, right? And is scrambling on the ground trying to get back up. Looks like one of those Boston Dynamic robot dogs that's been knocked over.
Oh, as that happens, I am going to turn my back to the guy and see if anyone else can see that I have the keys.
Yeah, they could all see that you have the keys.
Next.
We don't have to go around the circle.
Oh,
So anybody can jump in if they have something
Oh.
they want to do.
Yeah.
I wanted to give everybody a chance to go once and then yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not keeping it to myself that now that I see that Lala has the keys, I'm like, oh, that's perfect that you have that, because obviously we need to get out of these cells. I don't know if you can see it. There is a staircase over there. There's a grate over there. And I don't know if you picked up on it, but do you see what's in that pile? Do you see what's in that pile? It's our stuff. So we should probably do something about that. And by we, I mean you guys. I already lost one. I'm not losing another one right now. Give me a minute.
Oh, is that your blueberry crush nails?
Blueberry milk. Yes, thank you.
I do follow you. Okay.
Oh my gosh,
All right.
that's so sweet of
Oh,
you.
so sad.
That's so nice. Anyway, can you get us out of here though? That's better than what you just said.
how many guards are still here?
There were 3 total. One of them is on the floor. The other 2 haven't even turned to look at you. They are sorting through these things. They are single-minded.
Perfect. I'm smashing free.
Right?
will
I have
also be
home,
unlocking the
which
door,
means I can
going-
destroy non-magical items, and as an exterminator in a rural area, I have extensive familiarity with older basements, particularly ones that I'm suspecting are in quite a bit of disrepair. So I'm pretty sure I can gauge the weak spot and get the bars off of the front of my cell in one big loud move to get the attention of all the cards.
Yes, and get rid of the bars. You are making a move here. This is definitely lead the charge. You're trying to drastically change the situation. Yeah. 2 dice. You already made the pitch for exterminator, so you're gonna get a +1 from that. What are your banes? Actually, I'm holding on to that threat. I don't care what your banes are right now. I'm not spending it on this. I need some more threat. So do you have a tether that you think applies here?
Yeah, as a footballer, specifically a defensive lineman, I'm really good at just pushing mass away.
Okay. It is the last point of hope in your pool. Everybody okay if he spends that to break free of the cells? Whenever it's the last point, the group has to agree.
Does it have to be unanimous?
It does not have to be unanimous. It has to be majority. Honestly, knowing the rules, this is a pretty good time to use it to bust out. Now, Layla does have the keys, and Andy does have bad luck pending. So you would have to re-roll your highest.
I see, like Layla putting the key into the lock at the same time the door falls over and the key stays exactly in the lock space.
Look, I am going to be distracting the guards so that Layla can free everyone else without any interruption.
All right.
I'm cool with whatever, man.
I'm gonna let him spend that point unless somebody says no, don't do it.
Spend it up.
I hope.
Use those dude, don't say it like that though.
Abandon all hope, ye who enter here.
I abandoned all hope 20 damn years ago.
Right. All right. Roll the die.
I thought I was bitter.
You're rolling 3.
Roll 3.
Yep. You're gonna re-roll the highest one, and then take the best 2. You're re-rolling the highest. That's not in the rules. That's chat screwing with you, as Nat 21 does.
Okay. Got to re-roll the only 6. So I give you the 2 best.
You give me the 2 best.
8.
An 8 plus 1 from your vocation makes that a 9. You can spend stress to re-roll. You cannot re-roll the bad luck one. Oh, nope. I said nope. You cannot spend stress to re-roll when they've cursed you with bad luck. So you got a 9. That's okay. That is a hit. That is a success. It just has a consequence here. So yeah, you smash the door down, and you pick one of those effects from the list. Actually, if you want to smash the door down, that would be defeat a static obstacle. You smash the door down. That is the.
It has locked door right there, fire, etc.
Literally right there.
Yep.
Literally right there. It's in the rules. This dungeon master thought of everything.
Yep. So that's the effect you're going to want here.
Then, yeah, the inanimate object is
gone. Is gone. And you do have to take a consequence. So marking stress, giving me a threat. I'm happy to take that threat off your hands, or ask for a trade-off.
What would the trade-off be?
The trade-off would be that the door comes, the whole thing, like the entire cell door wall comes crashing down onto the pile of things.
Yeah.
Breaking her tiara.
Yes.
Oh, no.
That is what happens.
Yes. Okay. That's what happens. So now the pile is trapped underneath the cell door wall. Good news is your artifacts cannot break. They are indestructible, and looking at them in the pile, they don't look dirty or dingy or rusted or old in any way. They are magical artifacts. All right. And then, Layla, with all this noise going on, you unlock the cell door?
Oh, yes. I was actually going to unlock his door first.
Well, you would have to probably unlock your door first.
Second. I was going to unlock his second.
Good call.
And then I unlock Kyle and Angelica in order like that. Whichever's next.
All right.
Can we get out a map, please? Just kidding.
It's a small dungeon cell with
Go on.
Yep. We'll say 6 cells, 3 and 3. Big space in the center, a grate that's now covered with a door, a pile of things. And actually, 2 of the clankers are pinned underneath the door as well with all your stuff, right?
Great.
And the other one that was scrambling to its feet finally realizes its neck pivots 180 degrees, so it's facing the floor. Its knees bend the opposite direction. It stands up Terminator style and starts walking quickly towards the stairs.
Okay.
What do you all do?
You're all free by this time.
Everybody's everybody's cell is open or missing a door.
Well, if there's only one guy standing and he's going to get help, I'm going to take him out.
Yeah, I think so.
I would be specifically interested in its face meeting Mr. Hammer. Repeat, like real hard.
All right. Anybody else doing anything in this moment?
Yeah, I'm gonna go grab the stuff out from. Well, if I can get things out from under the door, like between the bars, I'm gonna do my best to grab them. I gotta believe I can.
Yeah, I'm gonna help with that too, and try to do my athletics to kind of lift up in the middle a little bit and push down on the robots as they're pulling the stuff out.
All right. Okay.
And defending the injured, I have that too. Can I also be like, it's like Scout's under there. Everything's for Scout when I'm here, and I'm trying to pretend I'm saving Scout last time.
You can totally pretend that, but you cannot gain a mechanical bonus because the only thing injured underneath there are your enemies.
Yeah. No, but yeah, I just see it's like the Spot Man or the Dot Man in the Marvel where everything's his mother. You always see Scout in every stressful situation.
Yes.
But not really. But I see it. That's an inside Louis flavor I'll bring to the character.
Evelyn Evermore, Shadow Basher, because I was 15.
Yeah. The hammer is called Shadow Basher. And Louis, you have bad luck on your next roll. Man,
okay. Fair enough.
That is mean to you all.
No, I did have a happy thought at some point.
You did have a happy thought.
Yeah. Sitting around too. But here we go.
So Louis, you get to make a choice here. You don't necessarily have to roll anything, but what you described could be providing assistance. Okay?
Yeah, that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to provide assistance to help them be able to grab the stuff.
Right. Okay. Angelica and Layla, you don't actually have to make a roll to grab the stuff, right? There's no, like, you're just pulling stuff out of a pile. All right. So you all can do that. But there are potential bonuses to providing assistance in this way you've described. So you're going to take 2 dice. You have no hope, so your tethers don't matter. I'm not going to spend that last point of threat yet. So I'm not worried about your banes. What is your mattress salesman? Probably doesn't apply here. What's your aptitude?
Grew up wealthy and defending the injured.
What's your inner child aptitude?
Athlete. So maybe a little bit of athlete with holding the door and
athlete
pushing
would
it on the
absolutely
robot.
apply. Yep. So
On the
you're going to
creatures,
roll
on
2
the
dice.
automatons. I also have bad luck going as well. So what's that going to do?
It's going to.
But there's also a happy thought to Andy. Oh wait, that's Andy.
And good luck on Andy's next roll. They're just screwing you,
Yeah,
Kyle. So
Andy.
you're gonna have to.
So this is Kyle's punishment
Yeah.
for
Yep.
what he let happen.
Yep. Roll the dice.
2 dice. Bad luck. Hey! 2 6s.
Well, you have to re-roll one of those 6s.
I'm going to roll this good dice just for fun. Hold on. All right. Hold on. Here's the one that didn't fall on the floor. A 2. So 8.
Plus your 1 from
athlete,
athlete.
9.
As a 9. All right. So that's a hit with a consequence.
Okay,
So
great, everybody. Great. Kyle, it's starting to ramp up his energy right now. He is
There you
having
go.
a happy thought.
So you get to pick one of those effects
Yep.
from the 7 to 9 and one of the
Yeah,
consequences.
I got it. I'm going to add +1 to the hope pool.
Yeah. That's the one to pick right now.
Maybe ask for a trade-off.
The trade-off would be by lifting the grade up so they can get access to the stuff, you actually free the 2 trapped bad guys underneath it.
Is this negotiable? Could I just free 1?
I'll let you just free 1.
Because maybe I pinned him hard on one side, and I was like, oh, and I tried to pin the other one. I was like, oh, and then I finally pinned that first one.
Yep,
again.
I love it.
All right.
Right. So 1 is free. The ladies are grabbing their things. Cubby's about to smash a clanker in the face with a hammer. That is absolutely lead the charge. So give me a roll there, Cubby.
All right. Ouch. 7.
You do have good luck, it looks like, so you get to re-roll one of those die.
There we go.
8.
An 8. All right. I didn't ask, but does your vocation apply? Not really, exterminator.
I kill stuff.
I don't think you actually kill people as an exterminator.
Right?
By smashing
exactly.
them in the face.
Exactly.
With a hammer.
He is wearing amber glasses, and that says to me,
I did
guns.
once kill a possum that way, though.
Yes.
On the job.
Yes.
It was a shovel, not a hammer. But
right, and that's definitely a downward blow, not sort of a cross into something's face. However, what is your childhood?
Athlete.
Okay, well that would give you a +1, so that's going to take it to a 9. But that's still a hit with a consequence. So you get to pick one of those effects and your consequence. On lead the charge, you're smashing something in the face. And if your consequence is stress, the chat has already paid that off for you. So just take that as your consequence.
Well, obviously I'm going to inflict harm on a target.
Okay. All right. What does that look like? You kill him.
I
wow.
give basically a baseball swing that connects with the head and doesn't even flinch. The head just sails to the other side of the room.
Yeah. All right. And there's a spurt of
oil?
Some sort of oil, but also blood.
Oh.
Yeah.
I will like to spew forth a stream of profanities.
I'm going to be shoving down that blood. Just packing it down. I'll deal with that later.
Yeah.
Much later.
Fork, Andy! Oh my god! You just killed that guy!
Call me Andrew now. I'm a damn adult.
Yeah.
Come on,
yeah.
Andy.
You all got old. I'm pulling out my cloak.
All right. So everybody can have their things back, their magical artifacts. You still have one unpinned robot who is actually that is what I'm going to spend my threat on. I don't have enough. Never mind. He is going to come after Louis, holding the grate up on one side, Kyle. So this thing's gonna kind of come after you. What do people do?
Kyle will try to punch it in the nose.
All right.
Just a good stay back, guardian friend. He's a watcher.
Knuckles, man.
Right
Right.
on my knuckles. Right in.
Right on the knuckles. Right in the
Right
nose.
nose.
All right.
Like
This
a
is a lead.
shark attacking in the water.
Okay. This is probably not a lead the charge move, though. This is probably a hold the line because you're wanting to keep it from doing something to you. All right.
Yeah.
So you're probably not going to kill it with this, but you can possibly stop it from doing bad things to you.
Thanks, guys. Chat, do I have anything pro or con right now? Let's see. For Kyle. Good luck. Just thanks for the thoughts and prayers, everybody.
Yeah,
Here we go.
You got thoughts and prayers. Somebody actually did just now give you good luck, so you get to re-roll one.
Great. I got a 5 and a 2. I think my athletics will come in.
Yep, athletic will come in.
Growing up wealthy might, but that's just because I was a kind of bratty too. Right? Yeah, sisters. A 3, so an 8. I think just the athletics, a 9 maybe.
That makes it a 9. Yep. All right. So you get an effect and a consequence here.
I think the effect will be preventing the target's move from resolving this round. So I just kind of knocked him.
Yeah, you knock him and he stumbles back, and he's not able to get you this turn.
Okay. So everybody, do I now give the GM threat? Because I've already got 2 stresses, or do I take a harm?
You never want to take a harm.
I know, but like for the team, I'm the watcher now. I don't want anybody else to get hurt again. So I'll take harm over.
No, I won't allow it.
So the only time you will take harm is if you cannot take stress.
Okay. Yeah. But again, in Kyle's head.
What was the trade-off?
He hasn't asked for
no trade-off yet.
Yeah. Trade-off here.
Yeah, I don't know if you tell me before or after I choose.
Yeah, if your trade-off here would be that you all have made enough noise down here, like the wall exploded and you killed a guy and you're clanging around with the wall again and punching guys, that someone realizes something's going on and the safety gate falls down over the doorway.
Yeah, I'm gonna give you the threat. Have a threat, GM.
All right. I got a threat.
Sorry, guys. Like that.
Okay.
I don't want to. If we can control these and then get a calibration on our situation, I think that's going to help us.
Yep. All right.
Happy thought, Kyle. Can I do a thing?
Yes, you can.
I just want to jump on the grate and stomp on the guy that's down and say, "Stay down, you forking forker."
The one that's already trapped or the one Kyle just punched?
The one that's trapped.
Okay, yeah, you can totally do that. He's already trapped.
I didn't think it was, but
Yeah,
that's totally in line.
You're
You
bouncing.
kick a guy when they're down.
You're bouncing on it. And actually, all this bouncing and this grate, it actually breaks open the sewer grating, right? Falls. You're not going to fall in because you've put something over the top of it, the door, right? But you do have a way out now.
The sewer?
I mean,
You think we're getting out any other way than the sewer?
Ugh.
Yeah, we're totally getting out the sewer.
Yeah. I think it's gonna.
But before we get all, making plans for the rest of our lives, I'd like to take out the last of this damn guard.
and you just tell me what that looks like.
Well, there's one standing, so I'm gonna take a
No,
swing.
Kyle knocked him down and knocked him back. So he's scrambling like the first one trying to get up. You totally could walk over and end him.
I walk over and end him.
Okay.
Wow.
All right.
No bloody flying head this time. Just a sweet release.
No, I smash his head in with a hammer, basically just flattening the entirety of his skull. It's horrifying.
Yes.
Oh,
There's,
my. Oh.
yeah, because it's not all metal in there. There's some jello-like substance that squeezes out the edges.
What color?
Gray.
Oh, brains.
Great.
Yeah.
Why
I
would
mean,
you
there's
know
no
that,
lie.
Andy?
How do you not? And it's Andrew, Kyle.
Never seen brains before. Sorry, Andrew. I've never seen brains before. It's been a long time since I've been here. How long has it been since we've seen each other? Many years.
Hey guys, fun fact. Exit stage down now. Go.
I don't
Go,
think,
go, go.
I don't think Angelica's coming with us. Are you coming?
Yes.
It's not
Come on,
that bad.
girl.
It's mostly dry.
It's bad enough that I am back here with all of you. But this is just perfect because I'm already with a bunch of losers and now I'm going to be with a bunch of losers. Totally covered in filth. Love it. Let's go. Let's do it.
What team player?
Is the one under the wall still alive?
Mab managed to deactivate it jumping on it.
Okay.
And but you do hear through like a you hear an echo come down the stairs. I think we're ready. No, I was gonna make them like the droids from Star Wars, but that's a bad decision, Robert. The Roger guys, they are not that dumb. Right? So they have brains inside them, actual brains inside them. Yeah, we're gonna get to confessions next, right after this. So you hear coming down the stairs, bring the prisoners up. We are ready to execute them and complete the ritual.
Oh, hell no. Mm-mm.
All right, so what do y'all do? Going down.
I will usher people down and I can go last.
All right.
Yeah.
We got all of our stuff, right?
You have all of your stuff. You can also take other things that you may think would be useful from that pile.
She has a messenger bag that she
Yeah.
had on her person.
Okay.
Wait. So there was a pile of objects?
There was a pile of, looked like they had been rounding up soldiers and people and stripping them of their belongings, hunting
Layla took everything.
for your magical artifacts. There's more here than you could possibly take. So I'll say everybody can take one or two things from the pile in addition to their artifact. If you want to take more than that, it's going to take time to like find the right thing. These are I'm grabbing it and going kind of things.
Yeah.
So
I mean, I can
And
recognize
stuff that
my
would
little.
be on Rando.
Yeah, I can recognize my anarchy bag. It's a
Absolutely.
messenger bag with like
Mhm.
patches and stickers and pins and shit.
Yeah.
But I will grab anything that looks like it might be valuable
okay. To
and
trade
stick
off
it
later.
in the messenger bag.
All right, wonderful. Okay.
Yeah. I was going to say like any money of any kind that I can see. If there's like coins or a bag of coins, like something like that, I would want to grab that too.
Yeah, okay. A bag of coins, absolutely. Yeah.
Okay.
You guys want
I'm
anything?
grabbing a key ring, my key ring, which has my Furby charm on it that I named Scout.
What is
Which is
wrong
very
with
cute.
you?
All right.
What? Everything is bad now.
Kyle just jumped down the hole already.
Yeah.
But I also want to grab that. I see some granola bars.
I will let you have granola bars. You can essentially grab your lunch that you had.
Great. Grab a lunch, yes. A packed lunch and my tea. That's what I had on me.
Yeah. All right. Okay. Cubby, you grabbing anything? I mean, you have a weapon that goes everywhere with you.
Yeah, I'll grab my stuff and I guess anything that looks survivally that might help us live through the next day.
All right.
Rather than a weapon.
All right. Yeah. Nobody grabbed weapons. I love it. And you are down the hole, running for your lives through the sewer. And let's do some confessions. I think that's a thing that people have been asking for. So there we go.
All right. Oh, me first. All right. All right. Oh, sorry.
Don't take people out.
Yeah, there we go. All right. So this is like the second or third worst day of my life. This is terrible. I don't like this. And it smells really bad. And I don't know that I like these people at all. Yeah, we had fun as kids. That's fine. And then I haven't talked to them in 20 years. And now so far, they've thrown up, cursed vividly, laid down, and then we attacked things. And now I'm in a sewer. This is just great. This is what I needed. This is what I needed today. I am getting out of Pilates though, so that's good. But otherwise, no. No, thank you.
Hard pass.
I knew today was going to be no good when I dropped my last piece of bread, toasted and buttered, on the floor. And of course, it lands butter side down. And I know that is definitely not the worst thing that happened to me today, but of course, I would end up in this damn place again with... At least I got to get some aggression out.
Oh, yeah. Porkity, pork, muck, porkity, pork buns. Fork and fork. Shirt, fork, shirt. Oh, my Joseph shirt. Fork. That's all I have to say. Yeah. Oh,
Completely shocked. I didn't think I would be back here today, but I'm honestly glad that I'm not having to deal with that husband and wife duo. They were not going to buy, and I knew it. And you know what? Kyle's starting to think that maybe being back here was some of the best times in his life, even though it was the worst time in his life. Nothing has compared to this. So maybe there's a chance that things can be set right as long as he keeps all of these people safe. I don't know if they're friends again, but I know I have to keep them all safe.
All right. And unless you want a chance at a confession as one of your NPCs, yes, no?
Nope. You just killed them all. You just killed them all.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. I mean, you can clank from beyond the grave, but for now, we're going to take a minute. We are going to do a little commercial break. That's right, folks. You are watching Vale of the Failed and the Fallen, episode 2, but technically part 1 of our actual adventure. Oh boy. This is so cool. I am so glad we were doing this today. But we have to bring you a few of our sponsors. So, of course, this episode is brought to you by Mavs Mobile Mercantile. Oh, yeah. Woo! Stickers, mugs, magnets, and more can be yours at mavsmobilemercantile.com. Oh, yeah. That's the new theme song I just made up. You're welcome. We are also brought to you by Destination D&D in New Orleans. Oh my gosh. This is very exciting. This is coming out faster than I think we want to admit. It is the Red Adventure New Orleans tour in November. Tour the city by day, tabletop game by night, and finish the event with a visit to the Louisiana Renaissance Fair, one of my absolute favorite fairs in the entire country. Visit renadventures.com to learn more. We are also, I'm just throwing it out there, Little Empires is awesome. I don't know that I have a graphic, but I'm going to look for one real quick. They rock.
Little Empires, this is an audio graphic. Wang wang. Oh, there it is.
That was the best advertisement of all time. But yeah, also, if you haven't had a chance yet to check out Patreon and become a subscriber, now's an awesome time to do that. I just found out that we may be having today's very own VIP, Robert Turk, as our next special guest on our AMAs, which are only available to our Patreon subscribers, our monthly AMAs, where you get to ask any question you want of one of our special guests from the channel. We also have prizes once a month, contests, bonus materials, and the opportunity for merchandise you cannot get anywhere else. So, and also we give away all kinds of stuff. So, yeah, if you haven't yet, please go to patreon.com/nat21adventures to learn how to join in the fun. And most importantly of all of the things, we cannot do the things that we do, like this fantastic, exciting campaign, without you folks. That's right. It is thanks to your viewership here on whether you're watching this on Facebook, YouTube, or Twitch, or thanks to you following us on our Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and otherwise. Thank you so much for what you do, because you are the reason that we are here, and you are the reason that we get to keep doing ridiculous nonsense every single day of the week. So a rousing huzzah to each and every one of you. Huzzah. All right. I've said my piece.
Thank you for saying all of those pieces.
Yes.
Yeah, that was
Wow.
All right. Are we?
great.
Is
And
it,
also, this Thursday, I'll be joining Mab at Mab Lab.
Yes, and Mad Lab.
Thursday night.
That's
That'll be
right.
fun.
We're going to talk about lasers.
We're always going to be so geeky.
So many lasers. He talks
I'm
about
going to definitely
lasers.
bring my Magic and Lorcana cards.
Ooh. And lasers.
Yeah, oh yeah. Okay, all right.
Oh,
Sorry, Robert.
and I wanted to say, I saw earlier there were a lot of questions going on about quests and stuff. And if the chat is looking for a grail, I just want you to know I'm not interested. I've already got one.
yeah.
Hmm.
We already. Oh my goodness, you really do.
So
You don't need to answer those questions.
back to Vale of the Failed and the Fallen. I have a question for you all. Who noticed the amulet that Scout used to wear and grabbed it from the pile?
I think Kyle did.
Yeah, I think probably Kyle. In the picture he has in his wallet.
Yeah.
It was on that picture.
Well,
Because we had a Polaroid when we were in the land before.
I'll say someone painted a miniature for you.
Okay, thank you. Good.
Hand painted, because Polaroids probably don't work. Cell phones definitely don't. So if Angelica's
All right.
checking her Instagram feed, it's nothing.
Nothing?
Nothing.
Can we use it as a calculator, or is it just dead? Battery power till...
I would say you could probably use it as a calculator for a day or two.
Okay. Turn it off and on. Calculators are important for spreadsheet time.
All right. So Kyle, you are holding on to.
Why? Why? Yeah, I'm taking the amulet, the heart, and I show it to everybody. And I do the thing where I put my hand on it, hoping everybody puts their hand on it as well. Just maybe.
Yeah, I
later.
don't do that.
And I'll tuck it into my belt. Maybe later.
Yeah. All right.
Probably not.
No.
So.
It's kind of a group thing.
Yeah, you all run down the sewers. Eventually, you get tired of running and walk through the sewers. You come out in a kind of it doesn't empty out. Well, I guess it would empty out into like a creek. Okay, so it's like in the hillside, the sewer just opens up into a creek, and you are in a place you remember well. You are in the Witchwood, with
Oh,
big gnarled trees, and looking back behind. Now the sewer is twisted and turned. It was not a straight line out. That would be ridiculous. But looking back, you can see this obsidian tower that was not there before, right? The last time you were here has grown up, kind of organic. Looks a little bit like a spine, but it's got all these jagged things coming out of it and spiraling up like a horn, deeper into the Witchwood. And you're pretty sure that's where you came from.
Do we see anything like circling around? Are there like flying monkeys? Are there airborne automatons?
There are now, some helicopters.
Dude.
Damn it, Kyle!
I love it. I love it because I was like, what kind of spies would they use? Flying monkeys. It sounds great.
Kyle.
So,
God,
yeah.
Kyle.
There are since they're mechanical automatons.
Can he be like the Da Vinci flyer?
I love it.
Little
Yes,
rotating
yes. Because I was
little-
like, I don't like the idea
Nice.
of jetpacks, but they've got like those paper wings, and some of them have the rotor blades.
A swirly, yeah.
Yeah. So you don't see them up close. You just sort of see them. They are sort of flying over the Witchwood, trying to find you all. Clearly, I mean, they're searching for something. You can make an educated guess that it's you. Yeah.
Well, we obviously don't want to stay here. We need to get somewhere that we can find a little safety and figure out what the heck is going on.
Yes. So this game benefits from time jumps, right? We don't have to. It's not like Dungeons and Dragons where you have to play out where are we going, where are we walking to next. Okay, this game is formulated around milestones, and you've basically completed your first milestone, which is the return to the realm. Most milestones have bonuses and things at the end of them. This
I'll
one
take
doesn't.
that.
Well, it's
Damn
a mini. It's a mini milestone. You got your stuff back. All right. That's the mini milestone.
Great.
However, you all are going to have to choose now what you want to focus on first. All right. And I'm going to give you some options here. Okay. During the game, you must have one denizen secured in your vanguard, which means you have met with a free people of the realm and convince them to join your fight against the Vassal of Darkness. All right. And they have committed their people to your cause. So that has to happen before you can face off against the Vassal of Darkness. You're not going to go in 4 kids or 4 grown-ups this time on your own against him. You're going to marshal your forces and make sure that you've got an army behind you. All right. So that's one thing you have to accomplish before you can face down the Vassal of Darkness. You have to establish a stronghold of your own. All right. Somewhere in the realm where your forces can gather. You have to strike at least one major blow to the enemy, whether this is ambushing and eliminating their allies, convincing followers to desert, destroying a place of corruption, or stealing something significant from the Vassal of Darkness or their forces. And the last requirement, which is going to be super hard for your group, one milestone must be completed, and it can be any milestone, at the place where the fallen companion fell, which is in the Witchwood. All right. So at least one thing has to happen in the Witchwood. So at some point, you are going to have to return to this Tower of Darkness and do something. But you're probably not ready to do that yet. So more than likely, you want to travel out into the realm and try and find some allies. right?
I think we would all kind of benefit having a not quite a cut scene, but a scene where we're all sitting there catching up.
Absolutely.
So I would recommend us finding a space of safety first.
Yep.
Like a
Building
cave or a hollow.
A
Yes.
hollow.
How about an abandoned hut?
Sure. Yes. All right, guys, let's get in there. I need to get my working brain on, right? I need to know what's happening so that I can process this appropriately.
Right? It's all a little much.
Yeah, you think? Sorry, that was a little harsh. You didn't deserve that. You're a nice guy or whatever.
Thank you.
All right. Why are we back? How did we get back? Does that even matter? No, it doesn't matter. We're back.
I had a headache. I remember a headache.
Yeah. How do we get home?
And
yeah, those are the questions I think we need answers to.
all right. One, I don't think we have to get home. I had a great time here last time, but besides all the horrible stuff. None of you remember how great it was? Do you remember? The
I remember
the floating sky islands. Come on, that was amazing.
Yeah, it was amazing, and then it was the worst thing ever. And then we got to go live lives, and just because you guys got worse does not mean that I want to stay here forever, because I actually want to go home. And that's too bad for you. So we're gonna figure out how to do that. Okay, great. Thanks. Continue.
Wow. It looks like the only one who really got worse is.
Yeah. Okay, you don't have to say it. Please. I mean, Andrew, at least you have a good head on your shoulders. What would a rat man do?
A rat man would tell you to shut the fork up, Kyle.
Yeah.
Dude. You were just like this whenever we played flag football. Come on, dude. Get over it. What do you want to do then, Andrew?
I want to not die in this godforsaken place.
Yeah.
We're not going to do that.
I'm going to say all in agreement.
Or-
That's awesome. Yay.
Yeah.
That's a unit.
100%. 100%.
We're
Yeah.
here for that.
This is called making progress, friends. This is called making progress. Hands in. Okay, not time yet. All right. We're gonna have to find somewhere, something to eat, some friends, somewhere to be. The reason we're here.
There's no.
You remember our mentor with the
It's
big
not a
owl
bad
eyes?
idea. Not a bad idea. I actually agree with you. The best thing we can do is a little bit of networking, see what the heck is going on, and see if there's anyone who's able to get us out of here. So good job, Kyle. You get one.
I get one.
Wow. Kudos. Okay. Okay.
Nice. What? All right.
Oh, honey. That
What?
phone. Put it down, sweetie.
It's not working.
I know. Andrew,
As a calculator.
are you down? Because I kind of think
Well-
that we kind of need to do this together.
Yeah, we're
I think. Yeah.
want to lose another one of you guys. So let's stick together.
Kyle, now that you have your lantern back, you would notice it is flickering between black and blue.
Oh, crap. That's right. Hold on. I
Is
disappear.
You're Harry
Oh,
Potter.
yes,
You were on this train. black and blue, and that means look at my lantern. That means we're right in between somebody who can help us and somebody who could hurt us. The forces of darkness, and then I start doing a spiral,
Darkness?
walking out a spiral, trying to see where it hits more blue than black.
Once you walk outside of the cottage, the blue goes away.
Oh, do you see that? What does that mean?
I'm gonna say maybe we should go down. I checked the cottage to see if there's any kind of trapdoors.
You did something a moment ago, and I want to come back to it, Layla. Did you actually pull up your hood and step into the shadows?
I did because I wanted to see if it was working, and I remembered how to do it.
Yes, it does
Oh,
work.
nice.
And as you do that, you notice that you are surrounded by ghosts.
Oh,
You are surrounded by fallen warriors, the ghosts of thorn witches, who covered your escape from the realm when you all were running for your lives.
Can
Yeah.
I speak to them? I say sisters, and I try to reach out to one of them.
Yeah, absolutely. They all kind of talk as one. Like the voice sort of echoes through, and it's not so much that they're picking up the sentence and the words, but it's like the voice is traveling through them, and you don't see their ghostly mouths moving. All right.
Sure.
But what they say is the chosen ones have returned, changed as they may be. Now they have a second chance to right the wrongs they could not before.
Fork.
What?
No, you guys can't hear me when I step into the shadows.
Nope, it's like
I can't even hear you, Fork.
I
Nope.
disappeared.
yep,
I
disappears.
disappeared.
Mab Layla has stepped into an entirely different realm, and there are those still in the realm that will help you. The Umbrals and the Gastropodarians stand weak as they are against the darkness.
Umbrals, Gastropodarians. Got it. Pop back out. Hey guys. Oh my God. You would not believe this is crazy. This thing still works. Like your lantern thing. And there's ghosts everywhere. And it was the witches of the sisters of the Witchwood, and they are on our side. They died. I hate even saying that out loud.
Yeah, we remember.
Yeah.
We were all there. We saw it.
And they said the Gastropodarians and the other one,
The Umbrals.
Umbrals.
They're the ones who helped us last time.
No, those
They
creepy
are-
dudes.
The Umbrals did not help you all. You were too scared to ask them for help.
Oh,
They're
the
the shadow
shadowy
beings.
people.
You assumed they
Yeah.
were evil.
All right,
Those
I just
creepy
thought
shadow
everybody was nice to us. I had a great time.
The Umbrals.
Sorry.
And okay, apparently the Umbrals aren't the bad guys. And like I said originally, they are not bad just because they're in shadow. And I thought that was like super racist of you guys to say that, but fine, whatever.
We
are-
were fighting shadows, for crying out loud. Why would we not suspect the shadow people?
It
Sorry.
was logical
Sorry.
at the time.
I lost
That's
my.
why I let it go. That's why I let it go. But you know what? They are defending. They are standing. They are fighting right now. So these are two peoples. Where were they? Where are we? Let's look at that map. Did I print that out?
Can we pull out of my wallet a sketched map?
Oh my God, you are such a nerd.
Why?
But that's cool. I can
Don't
respect
you
that.
dream about it? Don't tell me you guys haven't thought about this place every single day. Oh
No,
my-
actually, I paid a lot of money to not think about it anymore. So thanks. Now I have to do that again, but that's okay. It traumatized us all. We can just admit it.
Yeah.
It's fine.
I mean, what I do is I drink beer, and if I'm still thinking thoughts, I drink another beer, Kyle. I don't know how you dealt, but it wasn't really a summer camp experience overall.
This has been rough. Let's make amends here. Come on, we have a second chance, guys. Like, we can't blow it this time. Please, we have to stay here. We can't just leave.
Yeah, well, we can't leave, and we couldn't fail last time. So, how did that work out for us?
Not great.
Yeah. I mean, obviously, if we're going to survive, we're going to need to find either the Umbrals or the Gastropodians.
That's a good place to start.
So let's see if we can get this map thing working. Let's have a look.
All right. I wrote down from what I remembered.
So
It's all
there's the
folded
map.
up and undone and redone 1,000 times.
You are
Looks like-
currently in the Witchwood, which is that big viney tree there, big evil looking tree. You all can tell me where you encountered the Gaspardarians last time. Actually, let me look on your sheet.
If I recall correctly, wasn't it in the mushroom place or?
The mushroom place is the mushroom people, and they did the great ceremony called the Big Sporing.
The big sporing.
The Great Sporing.
So the Gaspardarians are kind of like wandering monks. They're
crap.
snail people that sort of wander throughout the entire land.
Leaving their trails of compassion.
Yep.
Hmm.
Well,
But
we can always find their trails. Like, we could find their trails and follow them somehow. Find out where they are. We could see which way it's strongest. I got a nose for it. I remember last time they were very helpful. And then the Umbrals, where did we find them at?
you did not decide that, so you all can wherever you want to have found them.
It was a place that we didn't go. We avoided them.
Yeah, it was a place you didn't go. So there will be ways to put places and define that on the map. So, but there's another. Mab has a source of information at her disposal.
I was
right
just
now.
about to say, would you like me to? I'll go ask. Stand by.
Oh, whoa. Oh,
Hey, guys.
Oh,
I'm back.
So you step back in, and you kind of catch them like mid speech, like they were saying more, and you sort of miss the middle of it, and so now you catch the end of it, and in doing that, you will defeat the Vassal of Darkness, save the realm, and be able to return to your own home.
What was that middle part again?
The ghosts start to fade.
I need help. I need help.
A few of them, as you say that, turn and don't come back more into visibility, more into presence, but stop fading. Like they're waiting for just a moment.
Point us to the good guys. How do we find the gastropods? They're nomadic.
Use the Watcher's lantern.
Oh my God! Why did I waste your time with that question? Oh shit! Is the mushroom place safe?
Nowhere in the realm is safe anymore. Everything has been tainted and twisted by darkness. You should travel silently quickly, carefully. Above
you.
all, do not get caught
Oh,
because they need your blood.
oh, that's gross. But thank you. Um, yeah. Any other the part that I missed? You wanna the middle part? How to get home?
They are all now fading out, and as they fade, you see these horrible wounds appear on their ghosts, like they were torn apart by the machines, right? So, not like stab wounds, but like severed wounds and
Like
jagged-
threshers.
like threshers, and yeah, and Kyle, your lantern now turns totally black, and Mab, there are no spirits in the shadow realm to talk to.
I hop back out. Hey, so we need to follow your lantern. I guess it was flickering before because of the ghosts.
What? Oh, the ghost you saw. That makes sense now. That's why it was flickering. Well, everybody, here's a one-fourth of a granola bar. Now let's follow this lantern.
Dude, I brought my own snacks. She pulls out
Where did you
bag
get
of chips
those?
out of her
Yeah.
bag.
All right. Well, just granola bar is healthier for a situation like this. You need all your. All right.
Kyle, granola bars contain almost 80% of your daily recommended dose of sugar.
That's what. I mean, sugar is energy, right? That's what Coach always said.
Yeah. When you're 16 years old, no, not. You know what? Just, it's fine. It's fine.
Who did them?
Look, I didn't want to tell you guys, but I did keep up with you guys online. I will say, Andrew, you were a little hard.
Yeah, I don't go online.
Well, you did see me. You saw my
Yeah.
divorces. You saw all that. It's been rough. Anyway, you're just eating popcorn. Yeah, go on. Spill that tea.
All right.
And then I will head back to the clearing and try to find a direction to point us with the lantern, walking around again in that spiral to try to find a direction.
All right. So we're going to fade the scene there. And at this point, you would pick who's going to lead the next milestone. Each character leads a milestone. And on the completion of that milestone, everybody gets a reward, but the character that led the milestone, we don't call it lead the milestone. Who is going to be the keeper of the memory? Meaning you are carrying the burden of Scout's memory and Scout's artifact for that milestone. It makes narrative sense that Louis is the first one to do that. All right.
Especially since we have to follow him with the lantern, right?
With
The lantern. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Lead in,
And
try to bring the heart back into the things, try to remind us of what good we had as we're coming back to this situation.
Yes. And it seems like your first milestone that you want to do is forge an alliance. Seek out the Gastropadarians and get them on your side.
One of the four. So this is where we're each going to get a four. Commit people to our cause, establish a stronghold, strike a major blow, and then do something in the Witchwood. So we'll each lead one of those.
Yeah.
I'll go with committed people to our cause. Find them and try to commit them over.
I think we owe it to the Umbrals to unite with them and apologize. Like,
Yeah, I would absolutely love to jam with them too. But whoever we get first.
Yeah, we can get both. That doesn't mean we have to we can find anyone who will ally with us at this point. ally
All
with
right.
us. Anybody. You can use some influence, Angelica. You
Yeah,
can
no.
connect all the dots.
Louis, I want you to look at your special move.
Yeah.
All right.
Special move. Find the path. Find a way forward and suss out trouble. Tell the game master where you would like to go or what you want to achieve. Game master, I would like to. Is there any vote on umbrals or gastropodarians first?
So what I want to say here is you want to find an ally. All right. And if you roll well enough, I'm going to tell you how you could get to either one of them.
Okay.
But the obstacle that's going to stand in the way, right? If you
right.
don't roll well enough, I'm just going to tell you how to find one of them. I believe is the way that move works.
All right. And how am I? I'm trying to figure out if my mattress salesman can get involved. Like I in certain situations, Kyle has a high charisma, like selling the mattresses, making up stories, like finding information. I think he would be good at. I don't know if we're going to encounter that. He also can suss out a comfortable direction. Like
yes, I will go with that. Yes, you can have the +1. Yes, you just BS'd your way into a +1 there, Kyle.
That's Kyle. That's Kyle.
Yeah,
well done.
That was Kyle's skill.
All right.
Yeah, 100%. Yes, bullshit his way through everything. All right, here we go. So I'm going to roll 2 dice and add a +1, unless anybody in chat has anything. Remember, I do have some happy thoughts somewhere. Well, that's a 4 + 1 is 5.
You rolled a 4 total on 2 dice?
On 2 dice, right? You add them together. So I have a 1 and a 3.
All right, so somebody's
wait, I wasn't using my special dice.
Well, someone's giving you a good luck to re-roll that 1.
Thank you. Good luck, Arian. All right, I'm going to find my best dice on the table. I'm going to roll it in here. I mean, do you want me to be honest, or do you want me to, like...
Be honest. Did you roll a 2 again?
I want you to be honest.
Oh, Bobby. I can't read body language. I don't understand what that means.
I want you to honestly tell the people that you rolled a 6.
I rolled a 6. I rolled a great poker face.
What'd you roll? What? You rolled a 2? So you have a total of what now?
It's a 5 + 1 is a 6.
All right. That's still a miss.
A 6. I went up by 1.
That's a miss. You can
spend.
You can burn stress to re-roll.
Yeah, I'm doing it.
Re-rolling that 6.
So soft, but he's a stress ball inside from.
Yeah, because bombing your special move is terrible. Like it will hurt you a lot.
Yeah, no, I will spend a stress. I have 3 now to take it up to a 7.
Wow.
The GM replies with 2 possible paths, but no details about the obstacles ahead.
Okay.
And +1 hope to the table, and the GM gets 2 threat. Kyle.
That's a great way to start the next one. Okay, so the umbrals are sheltering in the shadows of the floating sky islands. So they're not up in the islands, but they've made their home where there's no sunlight because the islands are blocking it out. All right. So I don't tell you any obstacles, right? 2 possible paths. The gastropodarians have been gathering actually in the mushroom forest. So and have set up a not a war camp because they're more scholarly than that, but they're healing those that come and find them, and they're training those and supplying sort of the resistance that's trying to grow up. So you know how to get to either one of those 2 locations. You'll have to choose who you all want to go to. But that is a matter for next time. So.
Oh my God. Wow.
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 Dang it, Kyle.
What? I'm doing my best out here.
Yeah, that's the problem.
Yeah, we're gonna do another round
God,
of
you were so cool
confessions.
in high school,
Abso-freaking-lutely.
Andrew.
All right. Well,
This time
yeah.
I'm starting with
Can you be
Andrew.
cool now?
Damn it, Kyle.
It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. I'm back in this place. It's fine. It's fine. How were the Umbrals not? I mean, yeah, that was so stupid of us, but come on, they're shadow people, for crying out loud. At least it makes sense why we made that mistake.
I think everybody's warming up to the idea that in a time of like figuring things out, we all put our hand on the token, because I think that's going to connect us. I think they're warming up to it. Last time I saw Andrew was almost in, but he's being mean again, just like back then. But he was always tougher than me. Fine, I was good, but I wasn't as good as Andrew. Whatever. I was having fun. Last time I had fun, things didn't go so well. Scout.
All right. This is working cool. Shadow, no shadow. Shadow, no shadow. I mean, this working sucks because we're probably all gonna die. But if I'm being honest, the only thing I had going for me back at home was totally in the middle of a project just taking down the Bank of America because they suck so hard. But if I'm going to be really honest, chances were good I wasn't going to do it because, focus or whatever. What? Yeah, no. We're also, I knew those shadow bitches weren't the worst. Mm-hmm. Oh!
I'm not putting my hand on that stupid amulet. I don't know what on earth or otherwise has gotten into Kyle's head that, oh, we're going to stay here? We're going to stay here and fix them? We're not staying here. We are going to find people that can tell us how to leave. Okay, that's what we're going to do. We're not going to like Captain Planet our way into saving the day. We tried it once, and I would like to get out of here because I have no cell service. And also, I'm not going to eat a granola. Ew. No, we're leaving.
I have no confessions. I think I'm loving it. Just are they going to survive? So part of this game that they don't know about, unless they read the rules, they can take damage and they can fall out of the scene and the action, but they actually can't die as characters until that final battle with the Vassal of Darkness. Then all bets are off, and they can all die horribly and lose the game at the very end after all of that struggle. But until then, they actually have a sort of plot armor, as is so common to young adult novels and things like this. They can suck really bad, and they can make the realm worse, but they're gonna get to keep playing all the way to the
And
end.
how?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, what? We're gonna die at the end? What?
I mean,
No,
we're
we have
definitely
the option.
going to suck really bad.
Yeah, you have the option to die at the end.
Yeah, but we're not going to.
So another feature of this game for when it does come to your own tables, obviously we're going to play every episode here because we're not 21 and we do this in part to entertain you and have a good time. But most tables, most groups are going to have conflicts that come up. Somebody's not going to make it. That's baked into the game. Just like they're about to go off and do their first milestone. If somebody has to miss a game, they go off and do a mini milestone on their own, right? You don't have to play through it. When they come back to the game, they tell you what they did, and they get to roll the dice to see if they were successful or not. If they were successful, they get the same level up bonuses that everybody else got from the milestone. If they weren't successful while they were away, they get some penalties. So it's a kind of game where, we miss a session. That's okay. You can split the party in this, and it's okay. So that's all I've got. I'm having a blast.
Great.
I'm loving everybody's character creation, characterizations. I'm loving all the comments from the chat. We may have to tweak the rewards a little bit because it's really hard for me to keep up with all the multiple screens and what's going on. But thank you so much for watching Vale of the Failed and Fallen here on Nat 21 Adventures. I don't know what else we end with, but I'm having announcements. Do we have announcements? Go
Announcements.
Roll announcements.
They look a little lit like